Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to JMac Sports Cards. My name is Jason. I'm a big fan of top 10 lists. I love to watch some of this content about top 10 sales on this platform or that platform. So I wanted to do something unique and something I've never seen before. And I'm actually going to do a top 10 list and make this a series of the top 10, my personal top 10 online sales. Probably do it every couple of weeks, because if I did it every week, there might not be anything interesting. If I wait a couple of weeks, there's usually a few things that sell that are interesting. So on this one, I'll go back the last. Well, it'll be this month, the whole month of September. So these are the top 10 sales online. Could be on eBay, Facebook groups, Instagram, anywhere, just online. And I will say that I don't sell or transact in $1,000 cards. Every once in a while I'll get lucky and get a big card, but mostly I deal in everything from $5 to a couple $100. That's really the area where I have found my niche in buying and selling and trading sports cards. So that's what you're gonna be looking at. So some of you big ballers might be bored to death by this. I think most people will relate to these types of sales. Stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button if you don't mind to help get this video pushed out. Turn on the bell to get notified. That being said, let's jump into it. We'll jump into my top 10 recent online sales list. You can find me on Instagram or Twitter right there, JMac Sports Cards, and also send me an email at jmacinvesting@gmail.com. So be sure to give me a follow there. Also, there'll be some affiliate links down in the video description and a pinned comment for the Loupe app, where you can get $10 credit on your first purchase. So be sure to go check that out. Coming in at number 10 on the list here, we have a DJ Moore Impeccable. This was not a rookie. So I really kind of hate to sell any Panther stuff or DJ Moore. As you know, I'm a big collector of DJ Moore, but I have really recently refined my PC, and so I'm not hanging on to a lot of stuff that I was before. This one is not a rookie. It was a 2020 Impeccable. On card though, beautiful card, and you can see down in the bottom right, it sold for $39.99 on eBay. This was me beginning to part ways with some of my DJ Moore that I've just been hanging on to. Coming in here at number 9, we have a Justin Fields. This is just a Chronicles Stars and Stripes Magnitude. This is an acetate card, so I mean, very difficult to gem in these, and no matter what the product. So I sent in a few Chronicles, all quarterbacks that I thought looked good, and I think I've pretty much churned through them all. Some I took L's on. This one was one that I did okay on. You can imagine this is like $1 card, $1 or $2, sold for $40. Fans. So the fans will pay up to get a 10, a Gem Mint 10. So it's the SGC 10. Got it, $40. All right, moving right along here to the number 8 spot. We got a Contenders Noah Gray. This is an auto championship ticket rookie, numbered to 49, and it got nice 10 auto grade and 9.5 Gem Mint. I'm sorry, Mint Plus with SGC. So I sent this in myself. So people won't send stuff like this. Like this, he's not a big name player, but sometimes you gotta understand fan bases. Big fan bases, Chiefs are one of them. They're looking for their guys, and they'd like to see stuff like this. They like to see slapped. So this sold for $45.75. I probably paid $5 or $10 for this card. It was a decent little move. I actually thought I was gonna get a 10. It looked really good to me. So, but it got a 9.5, $45. I'll take it all day, every day. All right, moving along here to number 7. We got a Travis Etienne Jr. A Genesis. It is a rookie, but it's the NFL debut, not his true rookie. And you can see this sold for $49.99. A lot of all this stuff came from, you go back to any recent videos, these are all show pickups, most of them in bulk lots. So a lot of these, I mean, I'm into for pretty good deals on them. This was no exception. This came out of the same lot where I recently sold a couple AJ Browns, and yeah, I'm well up on this lot for sure. And ETN, he hasn't been the number 1 back yet, so he's kind of working as a role player. James Robinson's the #1 back over in Jacksonville, but ETN has been playing and he's stayed off the injured list this year, so that's good. Coming back from ACL, great to see him playing well. Number 6, we have a Gabe Davis Orange Laser Prism. Here's another team, big, huge fan base, Buffalo Bills. I work with people all the time. Anytime I post anything, Bills fans reach out. Dolphins are another big fan base. But here is a Gabe Davis Orange Laser Prism. I probably paid $3-4 for this card. You can see it sold for $50. You can see it was a pop 3 at the time when I posted it. Really good returns on that. $50 for a $3 card and the grading cost. Coming in at number 5, we have another DJ Moore. This is one, if I could keep every card, in my collection, or my DJ Moore collection or Panther collection, this would have been one of them. But again, it was one when I scaled down and made decisions, this was one I parted with, because again, this wasn't a rookie. This is 2020 flawless, but this one's numbered to 20, number 4 of 20. On card auto again, beautiful card. Got a piece of a glove in it. Sold for $76. So I think I picked this one up for $50 at a show. This was a pretty good little flip as well. So it was numbered 420 too. So maybe the buyer bought it because of that reason there. So moving on here to number 4, getting down in the short rows here. We have a 2021 Panini. I was kind of surprised at this one, but I have been sitting on this one for a while. This one is a Prism draft picks. Jalen Waddle. You got an SGC 9.5, but you can see this was numbered 44 of 49. But I've had this in my case, in my boxes that I take to shows for quite a while. And, obviously Waddle and Tyreek Hill going off this year. Had been. It sold for $75. I had it listed at $99.99, and I sent an offer out to someone at $75, and this buyer accepted that offer of $75. I ripped a little bit of Prism draft picks, and this was something I hit. So yeah, real glad to get $75 out of a Prism draft pick. Yeah, skills player, not a quarterback. Pretty good there. Coming in at number 3, we got a Tua. I watched the game last night. That was tough to see the reaction he had after getting hit. So thoughts and prayers for Tua. He probably shouldn't have been in the game, and he probably would have to sit a couple games. I know the NFL is going to investigate and look into how he got through the concussion protocol, because it was rough. I mean, so essentially he's probably had 2 concussions in a week here. So this was before all that. And this is an elite turn of the century auto, number to 49. It got the 10. It did not get the 10 auto grade, and if you're familiar with SGC, if you don't get a 10 auto, they just don't put it on the card front or back. So it only goes on the card, on the label, if you get a 10. If not, they just leave it off, and you can see it went off sticker. So that's why it didn't get a auto grade of 10. But you can see it sold for $220. So pretty good. I think I paid $100 for this card. Pretty good returns on that. Tua started out real hot though, so no wonder this sold for this. But and I took it to shows and people were kind of lowball and or hemming and hawing about it. But that's why I like eBay and online, because at a show you have a small set of eyes looking at it. When you sell online, you got millions of people. So yeah, I was happy with that though. $220. Coming in at number 2. This is gonna be interesting here. Very interesting sale. This was not on eBay, but this was in a Facebook group. So it's a 2014 Topps Platinum Jimmy G X Fractor, and it was the gold labeled pristine 10. I did not grade this myself. I bought this. I'll show all of that. Details about the transaction of picking this up here in a little bit. And you can see here is my post. I posted in a couple groups, and I was listing it for $300. It sold for $280. And I wrote, this was the day after Lance got hurt. I said, time to rotate that cash, Lance investors. And this is the thing, sometimes people post in some of these groups and then they get discouraged because it doesn't sell like within an hour or two. The thing is with these groups, you'll have people coming back and looking, over the course of days. So this sold 2 or 3 days later. A lot of people were some silly comments. I had one person try to say, I'll trade you it was a Mac Jones Prism Draft Picks SGC 9 pink or some silly thing worth about $20. I basically just ignore people. There was people offering $220, $230, several offers like that, even though I said I was firm. And so I didn't respond to any of them. And then finally one guy offered $250 ? And I'll show you here. Here's this on the left is the thread. You can see some people saying, honestly, seems like a steal. And someone said $225. Someone said, I know you said firm, I'll offer $200. This gentleman said $250. I said, send me a DM, let's discuss, because that was the strongest offer. And you can see my response in our direct message thread over on the right. I said, thanks for the offer. I was really trying to be firm, as this is one of those kind of name your price and never see cards. You never see them. How about $280 shipped and insured with PayPal goods and service, and I'll eat the fees? And he accepted, and down at the bottom you can see the PayPal transaction where he sent $280. So yeah, so some people do, and there was some discussion in these comments about this card. People not even knowing what a SGC gold label was, because you don't see them that often. They're rare, you know. So there's a lot of like misinformation and misunderstanding about SGC gold labels. I personally really look for them, and will pick them up when I see a deal on them, because they are very, 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 very rare, and they have a tremendous multiplier over a PSA 10. So I mean, I remember even seeing Card Collector 2 talk about it in one of his podcasts. Someone just straight up asked, would you rather have a PSA 10 or SGC gold label? And he was like, oh, absolutely. All collectors would want a PSA 10. Now, they're not as liquid as a PSA 10, but if it's, you know, a big card, SGC gold labels, you know, you absolutely, like this. That X Fractor sells for $5 by itself, and I've got some data here too. So, but anyway, and I'll show you after I show this slide here. So I bought this in the off season. Just kind of as a contrarian, and you know, not knowing where Jimmy G was going to go. And you can see I bought a lot here. It had a Prism rookie, which I have sold. I think I sold that for $10, and there was some 3 Upper Deck rookies as well. I sold another one of them, so I think I sold probably $20 on the 2 of the 4. I still have 2 cards left from this lot, and then I sold this for $280. So quite a bit of you know, gains on this. You can see I was all in at $150 basically, maybe $155 with shipping. You can see down, I did include down at the bottom to show you that I flipped another card. And I flipped this before the season. I picked this up, a Jimmy G purple on card auto to 25, all in $55, and I sold it for about $200. I just relisted it pretty much immediately and sold it within a week or two. So yeah, there was definitely some arbitrage situations with Jimmy G. Yeah, if we move along here, I'll show you the only sale I could find of any in a PSA slab was this recent sale of a PSA 9 that sold for $27 of an X Fractor, right? So if you even just apply the multiplier, what people typically do with PSA is 3 to 4 times. So if it were 3 times a PSA 9, then you're looking at this being a $75 card. If you did the 4X multiplier, this would be a $100 card. In an SGC 10 gold label, it sold for $280. I know that's a tough one for you PSA fanboys to swallow, but that's reality. So, you know, it is what it is. Can't dispute or refute real facts. Be on the lookout for SGC gold labels is all I'm saying. And coming in here at the number 1 spot, we have no surprise here, a Jalen Hurts. Crazy card. I picked this up at the Memphis show I went to, and I traded a CeeDee Lamb patch. It wasn't an auto, SGC 9, and some cash. I think I was into it for about $180, sold for $325. I feel like I could have got more on this one, but at the end of the day, you know, I'm not trying to maximize every single cent of every single card. I had it listed at $499. I think it offered $250, and I countered at $400. We just kept coming back and forth. So till we finally, after a few offers, we met at $325. And this had to go through the eBay authenticity program. So yeah, but not too shabby here. So like I said, I was into this card for $180. I knew it was something special just from the patch. Not on card, but it's numbered to 10, and the patch, it's not the greatest product elements. I think that's why the gentleman who sold it to me gave me a deal on it, but you know, he has absolutely been balling out this year. So that's gonna do it. That concludes my top 10 recent online sales. If you guys are enjoying this, drop some comments. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know if you like this top 10 list, and if you want to see more of it. I've got some other ideas for some other unique ones that no one else is doing. So if this gets a good response, I'll continue on. I'm gonna continue to do this as a series if it's well received, and I'll also maybe venture into doing some other top 10 lists that no one else is doing. So I appreciate you guys. Appreciate all the support. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great one. That's all I got. Deuces.